Alright, fuckers and fuckheads. Now, you know, there are some facts in life that you just know, but a lot of youngsters don't really know this shit. I kind of figure, hey, cancer's done took out a bunch of teeth. Where they took that shit out of my ear, that shit's fucking growing all back around it. They want to take off my whole fucking earlobe, which is why I ain't been to the VA lately. But, anyway, I figure, hell, I'm going to explain a few facts out there for the youngsters. And yeah, those are raccoons over there eating, and yeah, there's a big gray raccoon in there in my bedroom that can barely walk. I have to help him up on the bed. So maybe, some of this shit that I say right here might be a little bit crazy, but you know what? It all makes sense to me. So, yeah, it might help some youngsters along the way. And if it doesn't, hell, I hope like hell you get a good laugh out of it. So, all that said, let's continue. First thing you got to know in life is don't argue with an idiot. That fucker will bring you down to his level, and he has enough experience, he will win. Or she. Next thing you got to know is, you see somebody that looks like me. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is hurt you. But it's still on my list. And youngsters need to note that because, the old guys, we're too old to fight. We'll just shoot you. Okay, I couldn't make that one funny. Now, another little fact of life is light travels a lot faster than sound, which is the reason that a lot of people appear really bright until you hear them speak. Now, if we're arguing about something that you're wrong about, if I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong. Now, a lot of these youngsters, they go to great lengths. They want to seem mature. They want to seem like they've got it all together. Look, fucker, don't bother growing up. Don't ever grow up. Just learn how to act in public and be yourself. And next little fact of life, all these wars and shit that go on in this world. And, and the winners, yeah, they get to write the histories of the war, but war does not determine who's right. The only thing it determines is who's left when it's over. Now, a lot of kids, they want to talk about how smart they are and everything. Well, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom, being wise, is not putting it in a fruit salad. Wait about 20 years, you'll figure out what that one means. Another little fact of life, a lot of y'all that know me personally here locally, you know that I don't watch TV. Well, there's a reason for that. I mean, those of you who know me from my Susie blogs or my MSDN blogs, and those of you who know me in person know that I cannot forget anything. I've got that kind of a memory. It is uncontrollable. I just remember shit, whether I want to or not. Well, you ever notice that when they come on with the evening news, the first thing they say is good evening? And then they proceed to tell you why in the fuck it ain't? Think about that. Now, through life, you'll notice that you got all these government researchers and shit. Well, to steal ideas from one person, that's called plagiarism. If you steal them from a whole bunch, that's called research. That's what them government researchers do. Now, I'm kind of old. I still work on motorcycles. That's what I do. You ever notice buses stopping train stations? Buses stopping bus stations. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Trains stopping train stations. Well, right here on my desk, this is what you call a workstation. And as you go through life, you know, you have to have a work ethic. I mean, my personal work ethic is no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to do my absolute best at it. I don't care if my job is shoveling shit. I'm going to be the best shit shoveler there is. So, a lot of these kids, they go out in this world and they study something thinking that they want a career, and most of them just really want a paycheck that's associated with that career that they picked. Think wisely. Because usually if they're advertising it on radio and TV to get you to study that shit, 9 times out of 10, 100 other motherfuckers done signed up for that same course you did, and by the time you graduate, yeah, there's going to be 100 other motherfuckers out there with you, and the wages ain't going to be worth a damn. Do what you like doing in life. Have you ever noticed you go to fill out a job application, and right there where it says in case of emergency, notify? Well, me personally, I always put doctor or other medical personnel quickly. Now, a lot of times in life, you know, you're on a job site, and your boss man starts cussing you, and pay attention to what he says, because 9 times out of 10, he's not saying it's your fault. He's just saying he's blaming you. And, you know, all this women's equality shit, women ain't never gonna be equal to a man until they can walk down the street with a bald head, a beer gut, and still think they're sexy. And, you know, all you young kids want these trophy wives. Well, it's true, 100% true. Behind every successful man is his woman. It's also true that behind the fall of every successful man is usually another woman. And you'll go through life and you'll meet these people that they swear up and down that they've got a clear conscience. Usually they've got a bad memory. And, you know, I mean, I know a lot of you youngsters, you think that you're young, you're strong, you're bulletproof. Well, always remember, you don't necessarily need a parachute if you want to go skydiving. But you do need that parachute if you're going to skydive twice. And you always got to remember, you're never too old to learn something stupid, like what you've just heard now. And as far as gun control goes, if you want to be absolutely sure of hitting the target, shoot first and call whatever you hit the target. But in reality, it's sharp eye, steady finger. Hit what you aimed at. And, you know, a lot of these young kids, they've showed me this trick where if you need change for $1, like for the air machine, you can go over to the Coke machine and put $1 in, and it'll usually give you change. Well, change is inevitable, but not always from a vending machine. And all you people on the organized religion shit, whether you're young or old, going to church doesn't make you religious any more than standing in a garage makes you a car. And you always have to remember, where there's a will, there are relatives. Alright. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot that one. Shit. I wrote down about 100 of these, and some of them are pretty funny, some of them ain't. Hell, I used to be indecisive. Now I ain't so sure. I'll let y'all fuckers and fuckheads later.